Okay.
Okay. Oh, good.
So, any reason why you're recording today?
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice to you. None of your fucking business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is private property, so you need to leave.
What tells you that?
You're on private property right now, you need to leave.
You need to call a supervisor.
No, you're
yes,
on
you need to call a supervisor.
Okay, there's a supervisor right there.
Oh, excellent.
You're on private property, you need to leave.
As a matter of fact, they just told me these little dots right here are from their GIS survey that this is public, this is private. This is showing on the Issaquah.gov website, this is public. As a matter of fact, that is what you call a right-of-way, which means that any constitutionally protected activity would be allowed. Now, if you have somewhere...
Pretty sure, isn't this street private
No.
too?
It is after, what is it? What, it's a 60th?
It is, but it's a common thoroughfare.
I can show you on the survey. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to, you know, but I'm doing my story. I'm just creating my own shit. I don't understand why I'm being harassed. It's kind of weird. I might be weird. That's...
Welcome back, everyone, and buckle up, because today's case is not your average courtroom confrontation. What starts as a routine filming encounter quickly escalates into a fiery standoff over one of America's most misunderstood rights, the First Amendment. On one side, we've got an independent citizen asserting his right to record in a public space. On the other, an officer whose authority and understanding of private property are about to be seriously tested. This isn't just about filming, it's about accountability, power, and the tension between public transparency and law enforcement control. Watch closely as confusion over public right-of-way becomes the spark for an intense verbal duel. And trust me, there's a twist coming that will make you question who actually knows the law here. Before we dive in, drop your prediction in the comments. Who's in the right? The officer or the auditor? Let's find out.
Okay, you're free to leave.
Yep, also free to stay.
Okay.
Now, can I ask, is there a unit station here for full-time security?
We're not going to answer questions.
Okay, so I have to go do a public information request in order to get the information as a taxpayer that I'm entitled to? That's silly.
I'm not going to answer any questions.
You're not going to answer any questions?
No.
Great.
Are you sure that this is public?
I can show you. Why the fuck would you ask them?
Because I feel like this is not public.
I don't give a fuck what you feel like. Look it up. Before you try enforcing a trespass against a citizen exercising their First Amendment rights, violating my First Amendment fucking rights, look it up. Before you come in here, what the fuck are you doing? I told you, I'm not trying to be a dick, dude, but like, come on, man. Jesus Christ. All I'm doing is making a story about Costco, minding my own goddamn business. Was there a specific complaint that I was trespassing? Got it. Yep. I got you. Yeah. All good.
This moment right here sets the tone for the entire encounter. The officer claims this is private property, but notice how quickly the citizen counters with a GIS survey and right-of-way law. That's not random jargon, he's referencing legitimate municipal mapping data. Most people wouldn't even know that exists. Here's the issue, many officers are trained in enforcement, not in land zoning or easement law. So when a citizen pulls out specifics like public easement or GIS data, it can sound like defiance, when it's actually a form of legal literacy. Comment below, should police be required to understand the public easement laws?
Thank you, sir.
Sims.
Thank you. Now, can you tell me, was there any other complaint? Was it just a concern of
I don't
trespassing?
think he wants to answer questions either.
You fucking answered for him?
I just did.
Jesus Christ.
I just did.
I'm here as a backup.
Just a backup,
officer, so,
that's
yeah.
all good. And, sir, what was your name? You came from Costco. It's Fairbanks. Perfect. And,
Yeah.
So now you're on
Oh.
private property.
God damn it. What in the fuck? Look.
On their driveway that isn't access to the public, you're on private property.
So
No, let's...
the corporate office says that they own all of this property, so you are trespassing.
So you
have
want to
to
write me a
leave.
citation for it? Let's do it. Let's
No.
fucking do it. No, wait. You want to
Okay.
write me a citation for it?
I'm telling you that you are on private property and you have to leave.
Here is your own city's government information. Just gonna offer this for you. Okay, Lake Drive, right? That's the intersection right there. You don't have to, you can look this up. It's not me bullshitting you. Okay, right here, public. public. And right of way. This would be right of way. So if I was ADA, I had a need for ADA, of course. This would be wheelchair accessible. It would be a right of way, even though, for example, it's the same exact thing with Microsoft property. They may control some of it, but it's still publicly accessible. They cannot restrict to the general member of the public. But I'm all about it. Let's write me a citation, please.
You would never give you the satisfaction, man.
But
understand this. This is a business.
Yep.
You're wearing ski goggles and clearly a disguise.
I wouldn't call it a disguise. I'm ugly.
And that...
The officer's frustration is palpable, and the tone shifts from polite questioning to subtle intimidation. But here's the catch: recording in public is a constitutionally protected activity. The Supreme Court and multiple federal courts have upheld this right repeatedly. Still, situations like this expose how fragile that protection can feel in the real world. The officer's job is to keep peace, but when she ignores the legal nuance and focuses only on control, the power dynamic turns toxic. Have you ever seen a situation where a cop didn't know the law but enforced it anyway? Tell me below, because this might be one of those moments.
Private property.
Okay, so even though, right, it would be unreasonable to expect anybody to walk through bushes.
We are not going to get into this conversation with you.
I mean, if you want to trespass me.
We're not going to trespass.
We're
not going to trespass.
We're telling you that
We're telling you that you need to move on.
Or, I mean, are you going to arrest me if I don't? That's the question.
No, we wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
That's why I'm wondering what we're doing.
That would help your story. That would help.
It would help my story. You are absolutely goddamn right.
It's not our first rodeo.
Yeah, well, then you understand.
I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not very cool.
And this is why we don't answer questions.
No, and I respect that. I completely respect, although there is a little bit of a difference, like as a public servant, which is not a derogatory term. Don't get me wrong, that's a fucking wonderful thing to do. Member of the public, a private person, versus someone in an official capacity, where I can get all your information through a public records request. It's just a matter of like, do you want to be forthcoming with it? It's like, why make it difficult?
What have we not been forthcoming with?
Call. Why are you guys here? Which part is public or private? Or harassing me because I specifically, and I'm just going to show you where my camera.
I'm not harassing you, buddy. I told you we were free to leave minutes ago.
As are you.
Minutes ago.
Cannot get a supervisor? We'll just confirm. Sir,
becomes a key turning point. Multiple officers on scene, yet no one wants to claim supervisor status. That's a red flag. In high-tension encounters, a supervisor should step in to de-escalate and ensure proper protocol, especially when legal boundaries are unclear. Instead, we get evasion, confusion, and defensive language, a trifecta that screams lack of accountability. Notice how the citizen keeps asking for a supervisor 10 times, only to be brushed off. That's not just frustrating, it's procedural negligence. Drop an emoji in the comments if you think every public interaction like this should automatically trigger a body cam and supervisor.
Is it 234 is your?
No, that's not what I said.
Sorry, what was your?
I said 1234.
1234, thank you. Why does nobody else have a badge number? It's a straightforward question.
I like your beard.
Thank you. I like yours.
So is he refusing to ID at this time?
Yes.
Yes. You don't want to ID yourself?
That's correct.
Okay.
Unless I've been suspected of committing a crime.
I think the issue
No, I'm sorry.
is...
Go ahead, sorry.
I think the issue is they're going to want you trespass from the private property.
Excellent.
So in order for me to do so, I need to know who we're trespassing.
I'd like to ask again for a goddamn supervisor. Now, you can ask me for a minute. Is that what? No, that's a fucking security guard. I'd like to ask for a supervisor. I think I've asked 6 times now.
Okay.
There's already one here.
And what is the reason?
There was not. He said he wasn't.
I don't understand.
Because there's a discrepancy in understanding between what is public right of way, which means that I have access as a member of the public,
right?
So long as I'm not committing any other crime,
right?
Right? Being weird is not a fucking crime. And what is actual public and private property? So this is a public right of way.
We're looking that up. We're pulling up what's called a GIS, which is our system.
No, that's perfect.
And we're looking that up.
Thank you.
But I can tell you right here.
Yep.
This certainly isn't.
All right.
You're on Costco property right here.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay. Well, I'm standing with a bunch of Costco members right now saying this right here is Costco property. If you were on the street, that's a different story.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've asked 6 times for a supervisor. Just letting you know.
Okay. You have a supervisor on scene. We've already said that.
Now he claims that he is not the supervisor here because he's not working in an official capacity.
Okay, he's on the phone with one, so just hang tight.
All right, all right. You work for the people.
Action is pure courtroom energy. The citizen turns the tables and starts lecturing them on constitutional duty. He's not wrong. In U.S. law, officers are bound to uphold constitutional rights above local policies. The irony? The officer admits they've had badges for years, which just makes the citizen's point stronger. Longevity doesn't equal legality. This is where drama meets irony, a taxpayer educating those sworn to protect him. Whether you agree with his tone or not, it's hard not to see the hypocrisy here. Would you have handled it this calmly under the
people? You are here to protect people's constitutional rights above all else. You have no duty to protect the public, but you do have a duty to protect our constitutional rights. And the fact that you don't take that fucking seriously is disgusting. You should not have a fucking badge, and apparently neither should you.
We've had them for years, man. We're not giving these up. We've had them for years, man. We're not giving these up.
I know. That's exactly what the problem is. A police union that will protect you.
We're clear on who owns the property, and he's refused to leave.
Go ahead.
Can we proceed with the trespass?
Would you?
Just can trespass him. I mean, tell him he's trespassed.
You're trespassed.
Now,
Officially, if you don't leave, I'm gonna have them arrest you.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the deal. We don't agree where the property lines
No,
are.
I just showed you.
I don't
It's
care.
clear as-
I don't give a
it's on
shit.
the King County
I'm done
website.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Steve.
All right. So let's go ahead and
Are
proceed.
you the supervisor? Like, are you the acting? May I?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. We have already consistently found that apparently these officers believe that that piece of property where you can see the smooth brick.
next exchange hits on something deeper, pride. The officer refuses to give a badge number, claiming the uniform alone is identification. But think about that, transparency is the foundation of public trust. When an officer hides a badge or resists giving a name, it signals insecurity, or worse, a disregard for accountability. Meanwhile, the citizen stays composed and methodical, even mocking the secrecy with dry humor. It's a fascinating reversal, the authority figure on defense, and the public servant refusing basic transparency. What do you think? Should refusing to identify be grounds for discipline?
I got you.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably a sidewalk.
Yes, thank you, thank you. He's saying it's anything after the pink. I'm saying anything within that is a fucking right of way. There is a limit of right of way. I'd have to pull up the statute. Not going to do that right now.
No, I agree. The sidewalk is the public passageway.
Thank you. And I'm just trying to find that common ground. I believe that it would be unreasonable for somebody in a wheelchair to go from there and fucking hop their happy ass over here, where I also believe this is public. Do we disagree on that?
Yes.
We do.
What are you doing here?
I was making a video
Of what?
of just Costco. They got a new building here.
Okay.
It's interesting. And I'm being told to leave. I'm not done with my tap.
So there's a problem. Like, I'm agreeing with this. He's on the sidewalk.
The cherry on top, the public records request. The officer's hesitation here speaks volumes. In Washington state, citizens have the right to verbally request public records. That's written right into the RCW and Administrative Code. Yet here, the officer acts unsure, untrained, and visibly uncomfortable. This moment isn't just about paperwork, it's about accountability culture. When a public servant doesn't know how to handle a lawful request, it exposes a systemic flaw, not an individual one. Drop a comment. Should every officer be required to pass an annual transparency and public records test? Because scenes like this show why it matters.